Hello, my little home chefs. So I sat down to edit this week's video and I realized that all of the audio from the intro and the outro that I shot is not usable. It's really disappointing because I really like the intro I shot for you. And I will say that when I realized what happened, I kind of panicked and I was like, oh no, the whole video is ruined. But that's not true, because I can just refilm an intro for you right now. But I wanted to leave this part of the video in because I wanted to explain to you what was going on, because it's obviously going to look very weird. And in addition to teaching you things about cooking, I also want to teach you things about life and resilience and ways that you can make yourself stronger and better. And this is one of those ways. Yes, this was really disappointing. But at the end of the day, it's nothing I can't overcome, nothing we can't get past. So I am actually going to reshoot my intro for you right here because I want to talk to you specifically about the kind of rice we're going to be using in this week's recipe, which is veggie stir fry with white rice. So here's the intro you were going to get. Now, I know you're looking at your meal kit right now and you might be thinking, this is a lot of ingredients, but don't be intimidated. Because even though there's lots of ingredients, I promise it's very easy to cook, and I super promise it'll turn out delicious. Quick science note about this recipe: instead of using standard long grain white rice, we're using basmati rice, which is actually for a really good reason. You see, not all rice works the same way in your body. Basmati rice has a lower glycemic index, which means it raises your blood sugar more slowly than many other kinds of white rice, and that helps give your body steady energy instead of a quick spike and then a crash. Another great thing about basmati rice is that it has a lot of fiber. Fiber helps keep your heart healthy, it can help lower cholesterol and blood pressure, and it also helps you feel fuller longer after you eat. But that's not all. Basmati rice also contains important nutrients your body needs, like iron, magnesium, and B vitamins like niacin and thiamine. These nutrients help your body turn food into energy and keep your muscles and brain working well. Last thing about basmati rice, it is known for being easy to digest, which means it's gentle on your stomach and comfortable for your body to process. So there's your reshot intro, no sweat. All right, now let's get cooking. Lots of ingredients in this week's recipe. To make the veggies, you'll find 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 6 ounces of bell peppers, 6 ounces of carrots, 8 ounces of mushrooms, and then to top this when we're all done, we're going to use some diced green onion and sesame seed. And to make the sauce for this dish, you have 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 1/2 tablespoon of minced garlic, 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. And for the rice, you have 1 cup of basmati rice. And to make this week's recipe, you're just going to need a large frying pan, a nice big spoon or spatula, a fork or whisk. I recommend a fork because you'll need it for a couple things, a small saucepan with a lid, and then you'll just need 2 medium-sized bowls. We are going to start this recipe by making our rice. And to make our rice, first we have to prep it. So we're going to empty our bag of basmati rice into a medium bowl, and then we're going to cover this with water and let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes. And this is going to release a lot of the starches in the rice and prevent it from being all gummy and nasty once we cook it. Now that my rice has been sitting for about 25 minutes, I'm going to drain off this liquid and then I'm going to put the rice into my small saucepan. And to do this, I'm just going to use my hand to hold the rice back and then pour out all the water. So once the rice goes into the saucepan, we're going to put 1.5 cups of water in there. And that is a very specific ratio of 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. Almost always will give you really good rice when it's all said and done. Now we're going to start our rice by bringing it to a simmer over medium-high heat. Once the rice is bubbling, I'm going to turn the heat down to the lowest setting, cover it with a lid, and then cook it for 15 to 20 minutes. Through the magic of editing, you can see I accelerated that for you. Now the rice is bubbling. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down, cover it, and cook it for 15 to 20 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like once it's done. So you can see all of the water has been absorbed into the rice. It's no longer liquidy. So I'm just going to cover this with my lid and let it rest for another 5 minutes. Then we'll open it up and use a fork to start fluffing it and separating the rice. Now this can get set aside while we make our sauce. And to make our sauce, all we're going to do is combine all of the ingredients for the sauce. So that's the soy sauce, brown sugar, garlic, cornstarch, rice vinegar, ginger, and toasted sesame oil, as well as an additional ½ cup of water into a bowl. And then I'm just going to use a fork to whisk this up and make sure that I get any clumps of that cornstarch all mixed in and incorporated. And I'll fast forward this here so you can see what it looks like. Alright, sauce is ready. Now we're ready to cook our veggies. To cook the veggies, I'm going to heat my extra virgin olive oil in a large frying pan over medium-high heat. I'm going to wait for this oil to warm up, and I'll be able to tell because the oil is going to turn shimmery. You can kind of see it here in the pan as I do this. It kind of has a shimmer to it. Once it looks like that, you know that it's ready. So all we're going to do is add in all of our veggies, our mushrooms, bell peppers, and carrots. And we're going to cook this for about 4, 5, 6 minutes or so, stirring occasionally until all of the veggies are nice and tender. Now this is a lot of veggies to put in this pan, so when I stir it, I'm going to do it very carefully, kind of bringing what's on the bottom up to the top just to make sure that everything gets coated in oil. And then once they start softening up, we'll be ready to add our sauce. Now that my veggies have started to get a little bit tender, I'm going to go ahead and add in my sauce. So I'm going to pour all of this in, but I'm going to make sure to get all of that cornstarch there at the bottom because that's going to help thicken the sauce up and make it super good to coat all of those veggies. So I'm going to put all this in here, mix it up, and cook it for about another 1 to 3 minutes or until the sauce starts thickening up. And you'll be able to see here, I'll show you on my spatula what that looks like. The sauce goes from watery to a nice thick consistency. So I can tell the sauce is thickening up as I'm stirring it, and I'll show you right here. You can see how it moves on the spatula. It's got a little bit of thickness to it, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Now this is ready to turn off. Stir it a little bit more, and now we're ready to plate and eat. Finishing touches, I'm going to put a little bit of sesame seeds on here as well as some green onion, and then it's time for the taste test. Well, since I had to refilm my intro, I have to refilm my outro because I couldn't use the audio on either. So I get to do the taste test again, which is pretty awesome because I love this dish and I had leftovers anyway, and now I get to eat lunch. So here we go. That's legit good. This is good. I mean, for a homemade stir fry, super delicious. I definitely am getting that little bit of brown sugar we put in there. Comes off really good. It's not too soy saucy, which I thought, you know, a third of a cup of soy sauce is a pretty good amount, but it all works really well. The flavor's super good, and this basmati rice is delicious. And I like being able to know that I can eat this and it has less of an impact on my body than traditional white rice. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you for sticking with me through this week's video. I know it looked a little bit different. It really stinks that my original intro and outro weren't usable, but I'm kind of glad this happened because on top of teaching you things about cooking, I love teaching you things about life. And stuff like this happens in life, you know, stuff happens, adversity happens, and we have to figure out how to overcome it. And the only way is through. So we have to just continue moving forward. I am super grateful that I have the ability to film an intro and an outro on the fly, that I have my leftovers here that I can taste test for you. So yes, it was extra work. Yes, it was disappointing, but it's nothing that's gonna stop me from making this video. And that's kind of one of the lessons I wanna teach you. Adversity is gonna happen. You're gonna experience setbacks. The best thing you can do is learn from them. And I realize now why the audio wasn't usable because of something I did. And now I'll know I'll never make that mistake again. So hey, I learned something and still got this video out. I'm pretty happy with that. I love, appreciate, and respect all of you, and I will see you right back here next week with another delicious recipe. So until then,